Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot Huge Adventure No Damage Run. It's not a good day today, because now we have to deal with Blimp Bonanza, another flying level. And we already know my track record with these things. They are the most annoying things in any Crash Bandicoot No Damage run. I wound up having to take a break from this game because of this level, but no more delay, no more putting it off. It's time to get this thing done, so let's get right into it. Oh god, it's horrible, it's terrible, it's awful, it's got no enemies in it? Wait, everybody go on their lunch break? Yeah, this level lulls you into a sense of false security, making you think that there's not going to be any enemies. You just have a few boxes, a few dash rings, no problem, right? Well, we can fly through these first few and just enjoy the fact that nothing's shooting at us for the time being. But it's not for long, because once we go through this fifth ring, that's when the bombs are going to start showing up. So get ready to shoot them down, and we're going to have some fighter planes right behind them. They're starting to sway a bit more to the left and right, which is going to make it a bit more difficult to try and shoot them down, which really isn't recommended anyway. We're also going to start having some red rockets flying at us from out of the clouds, so that's something else you're going to need to watch out for as well. Their explosions have a deceptively large hitbox, so watch out for them as well. But not too many threats to deal with in this first section, so we can easily make it to the blimp. The blimps pretty much operate like they did last time. We need to shoot down 3 of them to clear the stage. This one's not too durable. There's a single bomb to watch out for, as well as some missiles, and there we go. Okay, the second section here is going to be a bit of a handful. We're going to have lots of bombs, lots of rockets, and lots of fighter planes coming up, and they can deal a lot of damage in a short amount of time. They're also very good at flying in synchronization, as you can see. But, yeah, make sure you keep moving, and you shouldn't have too much of an issue with these. Another thing to keep in mind is that you can use the spin attack to take out bombs and fighter planes, like so. And that's actually a pretty good fallback strategy if you can't actually maneuver out of the way of gunfire. Ugh. Okay. Alright, coming up on the next blimp. Pretty much like the last one, the only difference is there's no bomb for us to deal with as well, so this one goes down a little more easily. I think it's slightly more durable than the last one, but still not too much of an issue. Don't worry, the issues are coming up. Okay, third and final section. It's very similar to the last one, except maybe there's not as many planes this time around. I don't know, I find this one not as bad, but it still can have problems. Here, the fighter planes are going to shoot at us, and the shots are going to feel a lot more spread out here, and it can make dodging them a lot more difficult. Just make sure you don't stop moving, and you should be okay. And as usual, watch out for those rockets. Try and shoot down these bombs early, because they will track you down if they get close enough. Alright, now let's try and get to that dash ring there, and then we don't need to worry about those bombs. Now, you can safely fly through the first 4 of these rings, but do not fly through that ring there, because that's going to send you straight into a fighter plane, and you won't be able to dodge its gunfire. Kind of bad level design there, I'm not going to lie. Okay, bunch of fighter planes to watch out for here. We're going to use the spin to take you out. And there we go. We are now on our way to probably the hardest part about this whole level. This blimp right here is super durable, and the first wave of rockets are very hard to dodge, so I'm going to try and shoot them all down. Oh, yes! Okay, took them all down. That's a good shot. That's a good time to try and get some shots in. Okay, almost there. Come on! Yes! Oh, yes, 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 yes! Oh my god, I feel like a weight's been lifted off of me here. Blimp Bonanza, no damage, completed. Oh my god, I am real glad to have that stage done. That last blimp is such a pain. Okay. Plenty of outtakes to have a look at. We'll deal with those, and join us next time for Tiny. Yeah, we're basically going from one of the hardest stages in the game to probably the easiest one, because, yeah, Tiny's kind of a pushover. You'll see what I mean in the next video, but for now, enjoy the outtakes, and I'll see you next time. And here's where things are really going to start ramping up. We're going to have a lot more bombs, a lot more rockets coming out of the ground, and we're dead. The first of many failures. Some raining nitro here and there, and now we're just gonna... And now we're going to start having a big mess of bombs and fighter planes. The blimps operate just like before once the face... Oh, right, there's a rocket. That's on me for not paying attention. Keep your eyes peeled for the rockets as they approach you. Better than I did. To take out bombs and fighter planes, you just have to time it very carefully. And also not fly straight into them. Their hitbox is deceptively large, so watch out for that. Oh, just flew into a bomb. This first one doesn't have a whole lot of health to it, but it doesn't matter because he still shoots me down. Shoot them down quickly before the planes come and do that. And a few fighter planes right behind them, so be ready to... Stop getting shot so early! Little stray bomb out in the area as you're also avoiding the missiles. This part's not... I jinxed myself. Now, here's where we're going to have a big cluster of bombs, missiles, russes. This place is busy. That much harder to try and shoot them down, which I wouldn't recommend anyways. Just to... Don't do that. There's a single stray bomb out there. You'll want to watch out for that as well. But, hey, who needs to worry about that? We've got missiles. Things are really going to ramp up in this second section. We're going to have lots of bombs, lots of these red rockets, and of course, fighter planes coming up. Well, how did I get hit by that? Once again, you have to shoot at the face. Oh, keep an eye out on that. Like I didn't. Their hitbox when they explode is deceptively large, so definitely want to watch out for that. Once again, not too bad, and this time there's not a bomb to watch out for, but who needs bombs when missiles are just as much of a threat? And once again, you also have to be... Or, once the face starts flashing red, start shooting at it. Also watch out for these bombs and missiles. And there's not really... But I still wouldn't recommend doing that unless it was as a... Never mind. Continue flying in circles, avoid the gunfire, because it gets really scattered around here. But you can use the barrel rolling spin attack to take out bombs and fighter planes. Really would have helped there. And a lot of things that basically just want us dead, so... to destroy fighters and bombs, if you're close enough to them, but... this part's not as bad, I don't think. Oh! Ate my words there. However, I wouldn't recommend doing so unless they're, like, really close and you have no chance of dodging. It's almost there. I'm gonna send you straight into that fighter plane. Never mind, you're gonna get hit by him anyway. And a lot of fighter planes coming up. That's good. Tracking you. And, last one. Nearby bombs and enemies if they're... Oh, you sneak! Well, you could wind up taking a lot of damage. See what I mean? Oh, I probably should have used it there. Okay, this next section here is going to be quite difficult, but... Case in point. We can actually use our barrel rolling spin attack to take out nearby fighters and bombs. Case in point, just then. Probably should have kept doing it. We can also use our barrel rolling spin attack to take out nearby bombs and planes. Short, if you don't have a means of avoiding them otherwise. Oh, should have kept circling. But I would... usually it works out. Let's add a lot of fighters. And you could... Wow, y'all do a lot of damage fast. But I wouldn't recommend doing so unless you are in a very tight spot. You could wind up taking quite a bit of damage. Oh! The only difference is we don't have a bomb to watch out for this time. Oh! Use our barrel rolling spin attack to take out nearby bombs and planes if it comes to that, and it probably would have helped there. But I wouldn't recommend doing that except as a last resort. Oh, why did I go down? This next section here is going to be particularly problematic. Spin attack to take out nearby bombs and planes. But it's not the most reliable. Take out nearby obstacles if they... just keep wailing on it. Oh, last one! Or because sometimes they can tag your foot. Oh, I just went right into explosion. The gunfire is going to feel a bit more scattered in this one, so... And we're going to have a lot more bombs tracking us. Definitely try and watch out for them. Ew. After that, just a few fighters. Just a few more fighter planes to get through, and he shot me. If you can't shoot them, try and hit them with a spin attack. Ah! Okay, watch out here. Oh! That was bad. Oh! Carrying the bombs because they will try and seek out your position. If you can't shoot them down, try and hit them with a spin attack. Oh! If you ask me. Oh! And its first waves of missiles are kind of hard to avoid. Case in point. This last tank here is very tanky. It takes a ton of shots to bring this thing down, and the missiles come at you in a... takes a ton of shots to bring it down, and the missile patterns are kind of difficult. Oh. Come on.